everybody. Welcome to episode 5, season 2.
I'm frozen. No, I'm not.
Let me search this up. Don't know which episode this is. Probably should have done that before.
Hello,
I
guys.
started.
Welcome to I don't know which episode this is.
Yeah, famously, it is. This is episode. You know it. It's 2, 3, 4. This is episode 5. Yes, I was correct. Episode 5. Batman stuff.
Yes, the Riddler. I mean, the Batman.
Batman's thing. Overall thoughts. I really, really, really like it, and I want to see it again very soon, if possible.
Yep. Same, yeah. I would probably say it's my favourite Batman film at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's post-hype, because, you can get that.
Could be post-hype,
I think
but to me, in the nicest way possible, I don't think it's got a lot of competition. Like, because the thing is with Ben Affleck, he's not had his own
we can't really say...
movie. The best we've had for a solo movie from him is Batman v Superman.
Yes.
I really like that film. It's one of my favourite films. So I like his Batman a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Christopher Nolan films, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. I don't enjoy them that much as everyone else does.
I think the first one is really good. I think Batman Begins is one of the best origin story for superhero films.
Yeah.
But I think Heath Ledger's Joker, of course, is one of the best.
Great.
But I think the film surrounding that is okay. I mean, I don't think it's not okay and it's fine. I mean, it's good. It's still a really good film. It's just like, I think like you, I'm just like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, they could. I like them, but
I still think Batman Begins is a far superior film, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Out of the trilogy of those three, that is.
Yeah,
but yeah,
is a good one.
I really like this iteration of Batman.
Very,
I think
like we were saying, it's very stylistic and
very stylistic, and I think some of the shots alone could be movie posters.
It's very good cinematography and stuff like that.
I think one of my favourite shots was at the end where he showed Batman was on the bike and had that low angle when he was looking in the mirror. I like those shots surrounding that, but that was like really good. Along with every other shot, basically.
Yeah, really good shots in this. It's probably the only Batman film where Batman's actually a detective in it properly.
Yeah, I mean, you get hints of detective work in the Nolan ones.
Yeah.
I don't think you get any of detective stuff in the Tim Burton and Schumacher ones.
Not really, no. It's tiny hints, but yeah.
The barest, you get the smallest amount in, I guess, the Snyder Batman.
Yeah.
But he's never really had his own film, so it's not really the focus, is it?
No. That's the problem. But yeah, no, it's very noir-esque.
Very noir.
I
think Robert Pattinson basically, bats out of the park, not pun intended.
He does, he does a great job.
I like the secluded Batman, not Batman, Bruce Wayne, where it's like, there is no line between Batman and Bruce Wayne. He's not figured that out yet, so when he's Bruce Wayne, he's basically just Batman, but not in combat mode.
Doesn't care about being Bruce Wayne, does he? He's just
more, he doesn't see the purpose of Bruce Wayne,
like vengeance and that, and revenge, which he changes near the end of the film.
Changes near the end, setting up for a sequel.
Yeah, when he sort of realizes like he's spreading the wrong message, I think, for the people in the city.
But the opening shot, though. I don't think you can say there's technically two opening shots. There's like the one with the Riddler looking, and then there is the actual Batman one, isn't there?
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. That was really cool. The first Riddler shot when he just sort of appears behind the mayor.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's cool. That's like really well done. Very builds a lot of suspense. And
I'm not gonna lie,
I don't know.
Not in like, oh, that's actually scary. It did startle me because I wasn't actually expecting that. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm guessing Riddler's just gonna just burst through. Oh shit, he's behind him.
Yeah, he's just there, and it's like, oh, sort of subverts your expectations a bit. No, that's great, but yeah, that opening, like Gotham City, is really good. Like, I think Gotham City is very well done in this film.
It's both most Gotham place looking
It's just
Gotham we've had.
the whole film feels so
Real?
very real, very real. Quite doom and gloom. Like, the city doesn't feel like a pleasant place to be. Like, it's quite crowded, cramped, dark, grimy. It's always raining, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
I know. It's very good. Well made. The whole.
I mean, I
the
hope
city.
they have the same aesthetic for the sequel if they when that comes out.
Yeah.
Because I know the cinematographer is the guy who did Rogue One, I believe.
Mm.
And you know that Vader scene in the hallway.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can see that.
That was basically there was a shot like that in the Batman. Of course, he wasn't running around with the lightsaber. That would be a really
ridiculous
weird twist towards the end of the film.
Yeah.
But they have a similar shot. I mean, because you got that kind of shot in Dark Knight Rises for like a small bit where someone's shooting, you see Batman just.
Yeah.
If you remember that. I was like, oh, that was cool. I wish that was longer. And then they get this one.
They did it in that better in this,
But what would you think of Robert Pattinson yourself?
Good, yeah, really good. He's very different to what we've got before.
I would say
younger, obviously.
What was it? Everyone was already on board with Robert Pattinson, and I was like, "No, I don't see it." So then when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Okay,
yeah."
I suspect he might be good, but I don't know. And then I'm like, "Yeah." Pass me, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up. Sit down. You don't know anything.
I mean, I was kind of the similar with Ben Affleck, but I wasn't like angry about it. I was like, oh, I don't know. I have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's the thing with Batman. You can reinvent the character so many times, visit different eras of his like his Batman.
It's weird because like Batman is very, I won't say two-dimensional, but like you know what Batman is. You say Batman, right? Batman's dark, brooding, gloomy, rich, playboy. It sounds like there will only be one type of Batman, but then you.
It's probably the most. It's why so many different directors are sort of drawn to him. I think like it's just you can do so many different things and interpretations with the character. Like this one is very like in a lot of the other films. He's very when he's Bruce Wayne. He's good at being sociable and stuff. In this, he's sort of like he doesn't know how to be sociable because he's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't go out. Like he doesn't. He's.
Yeah.
You know, and I find that very. I'm glad they did that.
I feel like when in the sequels, he's probably going to learn how to do both sides of it.
Yeah,
he'll. I know, like
as his career builds, I guess.
I know, like in other versions of Batman, there is technically no Bruce Wayne. Like Bruce Wayne is just the persona he puts on
a mask.
As soon as everyone leaves, he's like, okay, I'm back to Batman.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to do that at like the last one.
Yeah.
Or in the second one, maybe.
Yeah, I hope we get a trilogy with him. I know we'll most definitely get a second one. No, the opening scene was one of my favorites because, like, the fear. Because I love the line where he's like, I can't be everywhere in the city. So, he has to spread fear to make people think, because they don't know where he is,
Yeah.
Is he in that alley? You see that bit where that guy's in the mask and he's just looking down the alley because he's like, he doesn't know.
You can feel the fear off that person.
I know, you could feel it. It was very well done. Like the music and the camera work, the way it's so like zoomed into the alley. You're like, is he there? Or is he in that doorway? It's really good. Really, I like that idea.
And then Batman appears on like the train station bit.
Oh, I love that bit.
And then that little, the footsteps, and then you can hear like the water slushing around as he drags his feet across.
Yeah, give me goosebumps. Like, because you can't see him, you can just hear him getting closer, and then when he slowly walks out of the shadows, and he's so like brooding, almost like a robot, because he's sort of like emotionless, really, isn't he? The way he was just walking out was very like robotic.
When my dad came back from the cinema, he was like, he said this Batman moves slower than the other ones.
Yeah.
But he's still fast in the fight scenes. And I'm like, that does make sense. Like, he moves, because when he's not fighting around, he does move very, I would say,
he's
robotically.
Very slow, and the way he moves is very, I don't know.
But I think that adds to the character.
It does.
It adds to his version of Batman.
Well, that's because it's like, if you see someone walking slowly towards you, like that, you're going to be a bit like scared, aren't you? Because he's not showing any fear. He's just walking towards you and like builds suspense. And
it's like this man knows no fear.
He knows how to put fear into people. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have any fear, apart from obviously saying about losing people, which he says later on in the film to Alfred. He says that's like his fear, but he's wiped out every other fear, like death and stuff.
This Alfred is really good as well. I like him. I mean, I wish we got more of him. I think he's good.
I'll be honest, I wasn't too hot on it. It was okay, but like you said, we didn't really get any time with him, so I was just a bit like, he didn't feel very defined like his version of Alfred.
Okay.
He to me it was just, he's Alfred. He ticks all the boxes, but he doesn't feel like he has his own personality for me. So
I can see that. Yeah.
When I like later on in the film, when it's like the bomb goes off, because it's meant for Bruce, and he throws the C4 charge. Like, I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't worried because I was like, I don't know this Alfred very well, and I don't know him. Like, so to me, there's no like, oh shit, he's dead. I don't know.
Fair enough.
You know, he's definitely the youngest Alfred we've had, surely.
I mean, it's also the youngest Bruce Wayne we've had.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like we'll probably get more Alfred in the next one.
Yeah.
Like, I guess this film isn't really focused on like other people. It's literally, this is Batman, this is what Batman does, whereas other Batman films are like, this is Batman, this is what Batman does. Alfred's doing this, Gordon's doing that, someone's over there washing the laundry. It's like, this is like, Batman, some Gordon, some Riddler, some Catwoman.
He's definitely, Robert Pattinson is definitely the most edgiest Batman we've had, Bruce Wayne we've had so far. You know, with the hairstyle and everything like that. But I think it's like, sorry, Carol.
Someone said this hairstyle isn't to be edgy; it's mainly just to make him look unkempt. Like he's just doesn't care. He's just like, whenever I get time to shave, clean myself up, I'll do that. But I think this Batman literally just. This Bruce Wayne literally doesn't care about how he looks. Yeah,
he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care if he dies either. He doesn't really care. Like you say, he doesn't care what happens to him. He's just like, he's not bothered about himself. He's kind of addicted to this vengeance and wanting revenge. Even if it's just on like small time thugs and stuff. Like, he just wants to, I don't know, man, satisfaction and stuff.
What did you think of the Batsuit?
I like the Batsuit, yeah. I like the cowl, the fact that it looks like it's stitched together sort of thing.
I think it's one of my favourite Batsuits. Again, I still don't think it looks handmade, as people claim it looks. To me, it doesn't look... It looks too good to be handmade, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think the cowl and the cape, maybe, but not the body armour and stuff.
Yeah. Just maybe bulletproof armour, handmade. What?
People... I like the bat symbol is, made out of a gun.
Yeah, why did people get...
I don't know, maybe...
Because, like, he said... Because Alfred said, like, he never found... Like, they never found the person. Alfred said, like, he looked for the person as well, himself, or something. So I'm like, well, did he... They shoot the parents and just put the gun next to the dead bodies. I don't know. Or
yeah, that would have been a bad
something. Or is that something just people made up?
I guess it might be something people made up. Like, I can get why they would have thought that in the trailers, but it's never said or anything in this. And at one point, he just uses it as
I guess.
after that, it's gone. I guess I don't know.
He
Oh no, because
goes
he
like
cuts it, doesn't he? So I guess
yeah,
he
and it
does
just
keep it.
clips back in.
Yeah, it's like a magnet, because like.
Yeah, I like how it's actually like a usable thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this Batman is like the most practical Batsuit. Like everything has a purpose, and I guess
that was
in
one
this
of the
world,
things that
it
Matt
would just be
Reeves
like.
wanted for the suit. He wanted everything on the suit to have a purpose.
So I guess like in this world, it'd be like, I guess why not just have something the bat symbol could be used.
Yeah,
makes sense, I suppose.
It's practical. It's not just there
and
to be like, look at my logo. It's like it does something.
I like, yeah, how everything had a use. Like you had a little slot for the adrenaline shot you took at the end.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I wasn't expecting that. The way he just
I wasn't
grabbed it, and, like
expecting that.
stabbed him, and then he just starts like beating that guy. And
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think he would have stopped unless Gordon stopped him, because he was just like in a rage. Like
when he was doing that to the person, I said, "Oh god, that guy's face must be mashed."
I know. When he started taking off the mask, I was like, I don't want to look.
Yeah, I did. I was like, "How's his nose that intact?"
Gonna be mashed potato under there.
Because not to be rude to the guy who's getting punched, he had a bit of a large nose. I was like, "How's that nose? It's not a crinkle cut chip at this point."
I know. I was like, quite surprised he's still conscious.
Yeah,
but I like the bit where he punches Gordon in the face so they can make the distraction so he can get away. And then Gordon's like, "You could have pulled your punch." He's like, "I did." That bit made me chuckle. It was comically like delivered. I was like, yeah.
A criticism I have with the people. People are going, "This film's not really that comedic." I'm like, does it have to be?
Like, you can watch Batman and Robin if you want.
Like, what is telling people that a comic book film has to be funny? I'm just saying. Now they make point to the 70s comics where everything was a bit more lighthearted and jokey, but that's mainly because there was like a rule, I believe, in like the comic industry saying like they had to appeal to kids or something. I can't remember.
And
it was this long thing.
Every Marvel film ever.
Yeah,
just saying.
I was like, yeah, if you like Marvel humor, that is fine, but I think.
It wouldn't work for this, don't think. I think it would ruin
remember the few times they tried to put Marvel humor in a DC film?
We saw Justice League.
Yes, it works in Shazam, but that gets away with it because
the character, I guess.
The character.
It's meant to be a kid anyway, isn't it? In like an adult's body, so.
Yeah, and Aquaman works because Jason Momoa's character doesn't. He's a bit of a goofball character.
Yeah, like.
On design, I would say. But like when you get to Justice League and that's the main example, to be fair. It's just like it doesn't work.
Like when I was watching this film, it just made me think like you wouldn't get this from Marvel. You wouldn't get because the problem is with Marvel, like as this thing, it never feels very like when you're watching this film. You can tell it's just been handcrafted and it feels so real, like, and you feel so immersed in it. But when you watch a Marvel film, I don't know, it's so coated in CGI, green screen, and
I would say the issue is that Marvel films do seem a bit committee designed.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand green screens in that.
Yeah.
If you say, "Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy has too much CGI and green screen," like, how is he going to make it? Let's be real.
Yeah. Go to space.
But like, and Zack Snyder, to be fair, he does a lot of green screen.
He does, but like,
I think that's his style. To be fair,
he puts so much.
He knows how to.
Like he puts his stamp on it.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
Zack Snyder is. He does the CGI.
Yeah,
but like he knows exactly what's going to be in the bits. I think where some Marvel films are like, just put them on a green screen. Not to say that all of them are like, of course.
No. Like I like Marvel and I like DC for different reasons. I prefer DC films because I feel like the directors get to do more of what they want to do, as opposed to Marvel where it's a studio and they're like, you've got to do this. You know.
I will put one caveat. When Warner Brothers doesn't mess shit up.
True. When Warner Brothers doesn't mess shit up. When the studio doesn't interfere. But the best DC films we've had are Zack Snyder's Justice League, The Batman, Joker.
EVS, I would say.
Oh yeah, BVS is great as well. As long as you're watching
really
the extended version, not
I
the
really like Man of Steel. I know it's a 50-50 film, but I really think it's one of my favorite films.
I like it, but it's not in my favorites.
I like it. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but I don't get that same feeling with Marvel films. You know, it just I don't know.
The only Marvel films I've had that feeling for is Infinity War and No Way Home. I feel like Infinity War is the better out of the two parts. If that makes sense. I feel like they made it. I feel like if they just, I feel like they could have just made Infinity War a 4-hour film. I think it would have definitely passed because it's Marvel. Everyone would have eaten up a 4-hour film.
Yeah, and they have with Justice League.
Yeah,
you know?
And I didn't even have the hype behind it.
That proves that it works. You know, you can have films that are that long, and people will watch them.
Yeah, I do hope DC do more films like this.
So I really do.
I do feel like there is a really good thing when they go, "This is this film, not tied to any universe. We can do what we want without any."
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to tie it to other films, or you know, it's its own thing.
If I had to say, the closest film to this Batman in the DC out of all the DC films is the Joker. They're the closest comparison you can make.
They feel
in terms of
the most similar
aesthetic, feel.
Yeah, because they feel so real,
pacing.
And they're like their character. What's the word? I don't know. They're very character focused, you know. Can't remember the actual word I'm thinking of. In
these films, it's more. There's a lot more talking. There's a lot more just build up, and then less action. But then that makes the action worth or more
satisfying.
Yeah. There's no real action in the Joker. There's only like, you would say 3 scenes: the train scene, the bit at his house when he puts the scissors in that guy's face, and then the Murray bit at the end. They're the only real action scenes you would say. They're not really action, are they? But they're like the best.
The film never feels boring to me, you know. Same with this. It never felt boring. Because it's really good storytelling, and you know you like the characters enough for it to work. The Riddler was good. I like the Riddler.
Riddler was really good.
Very psychotic and, you know, insane. I saw
some people say he was a bit over the top, but I thought he was very mellow compared to the other versions we saw, which I liked, to be fair. Really good in it. I did like the bit where he gets, so spoiler alert for now, right now, where he gets caught.
Yeah.
And he just turns around, it's just like some dude with glasses. It's like, really? Yeah. This person? But then it's like, of course.
That's the Riddler's whole thing, though, isn't it? He's very, more up here and, you know.
This bit that did make me laugh, where the police officer takes out 2 and he's like, which one are you? He's like, you tell me.
Which one are you? Tell me. Yeah, no, that's great.
You said this film doesn't have humour.
You know, yeah, you can take comedy out of things that aren't necessarily meant to be comical. I don't know. I don't know, but it's a very good. It's not just a good Batman movie. It's a good detective movie in general. You know, if it wasn't Batman, it would still be a good film. Less people would probably see it because it's not Batman, but still.
I think it will do well. I mean, I think it's already done well. To be fair,
it's done well. I like the scene where the guy's got the bomb strapped to his neck.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Like the fact that he's like, "Oh, tell me this, or you'll blow up," and he's just like, "I can't. I'm a dead man either way." So he's so scared that he just doesn't care. He's like, "No, I'd rather die than give up the information," which is a good scene. I like the bit where, because I was like, you don't expect it. You don't think, you think, oh, okay, yeah, they'll solve the riddle, they'll get him out of it, and he just blows up.
Again, spoiler, I think the new Rockstar's channel said this, but I would agree on it. This is one of the films where the actual hero technically loses, because the Riddler he floods most of the city.
He does what he wanted to do.
I mean, he doesn't get away with the assassination attempt at the end, but he basically has done everything he needs to do. He hasn't killed the mayor or Bruce Wayne. Little does you know. I guess.
Yeah. Because
but yeah,
what I'm confused about is, does he know that Bruce Wayne is Batman? Because there's that thing where they're in the jail and he's saying Bruce Wayne.
I think that was meant to be like for the audience to go
subversion.
Oh, yeah, subversion.
It's like because Batman thinks, oh yeah, he knows my identity, but or is he just saying it because?
Yeah, because he said Bruce Wayne, the only one we didn't get.
Yeah,
and then he says
crazy because Riddler thinks like that Batman's on his side the whole time. He thinks, yeah, we worked together, we did this together. You know, I sent you the messages, and you just did all the you know, the fighting side of it, and it's like, what are you talking about? And he seems actually really like surprised when Batman's like, you're insane at the end.
Yeah,
because he literally genuinely thinks that Batman was actually in on it the whole time or some shit. It's crazy.
It was really good. I wasn't actually expecting that much from the Riddler in this. I was just expecting, oh, you're riddle me this. I don't know why he's doing that accent, but you know, riddle me this. What has shit in the trousers? Batman goes, your mum. I don't know. But yeah, then when you actually get to the thing, you're like, holy shit, this is an actual step up from the competition.
Not just like a side character. He's like, you know, one of the main threats in it. Oh, and a bit I really like. I love it when first time he's in the Batmobile. He gets in it. You just hear the engine start up, and it's like that build up of like tension. That gave me goosebumps. Because the sound design was really like, especially in the IMAX theater, like it was really, you could feel it in your chest.
Yeah, the whole chase scene is probably one of the highlights of the film. I mean, the whole film's a highlight.
It's great. I really need to.
And like the supporting cast,
as soon as possible.
Gordon, really great. I think he's did a terrific job.
Yeah.
Selena Kyle, terrific job. Penguin, terrific job. Everyone, all the supporting cast did it.
Yeah, on their A game.
I know
really.
the person who plays the Penguin is getting his own series now.
Yeah,
which I didn't expect.
No.
But I guess they saw something in him, and that watching this film, I'm with it. Apparently, Gordon's meant to be getting his own show, but I don't know if that's true.
Apparently, that's been cancelled because it was meant to be about the GCPD and everything, but apparently they've cancelled that. I saw.
No,
so that one's not happening anymore.
That's a shame because I think there's a lot of promise there.
Yeah, I've forgotten the name of the guy who plays Gordon, but he is
Jeffrey
Wright. Yeah, because obviously he was in James Bond. He was the Watcher in What If.
Great in that.
Good voice actor. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's really good. I hope he does get his own thing, because in that, I don't know, maybe more Commissioner Gordon later from him. He's really good.
Yeah, because he's got some comical side to him. It's like when they find the USB of the thumb attached to it. So thumb drive, and he's like, "This guy's hilarious."
Deadpan.
Yeah. I don't know. I like their partnership.
I like the bit where he's just like, you can't get into the thing. He's like, you got to use this, and it's like the thumb, and he's just like, oh.
Yeah.
So, Batman's just like, go on, I'll take it.
So there you go, and he's like,
but yeah, this film takes a lot of inspiration from like the film called Seven, which is pretty good,
and the Zodiac Killer as well.
Zodiac, yeah. I would recommend New Rockstar's video on it if anyone's watching, because that shows you a lot.
Yeah, I usually watch theirs and some other breakdowns and essays.
And this time he didn't start talking about Mephisto being in Batman, which is great, because I know he's probably going to mention that in everything. So that really annoyed. Not to be rude to him, that really annoyed me. Like during the WandaVision, I think it was WandaVision, just every couple seconds, it felt like Mephisto. It's like,
it was WandaVision. They do it in every single. I think they brought up in Loki as well. Because there was like in the church, there was a devil on one of the windows. He was like, Mephisto!
But that's just a common thing you probably see in a church anyway.
Yeah. Apparently, the people who made WandaVision didn't even know who Mephisto was, like at the time, until people started mentioning about him. They were like, "What? Who's Mephisto?" So that's funny.
I could see that happening. But yeah, I would rate this as a really high Batman film. Really worth watching.
It's great. I think so many satisfying moments in it.
The only flaw I would say in the film is, and I saw a TikTok about it, and they explained it well, is that he's very bulletproof. And it's like, well, if this is meant to be early Batman, and you're going to get films with him where he most likely is going to upgrade his suit, where does he go up?
Why does he need to? Yeah,
why does he need to?
I guess more technology-based stuff.
Like, he does survive shotgun point blank at one point.
He does. Like, obviously, he does.
It does
push him down a bit, and he's struggling to hold on.
He has to take a drug to just
the adrenaline. You've never seen that with Batman before.
I would expect like a bit of blood, maybe like dripping somewhere.
True,
but that's my only real criticism.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of armor he's wearing. I guess, but
some people say it's a bit slow, but I don't think that's really a big issue, because like even if it's a bit slow, it works for the film
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I find it really interesting with the whole adrenaline thing. I think that's a cool idea. But the only problem is it makes him sort of go into like a psycho rage mode where he doesn't really think.
I think that was maybe like spared the moment part, is like he must do this, that was the only thing. But I reckon if he took it while he was thinking, he could probably counteract the effect anyway.
Because he was just like, right, fuck, do this, take this guy out.
I like how like shocked Catwoman was.
Yeah, she was sort of like, okay.
She does a great job in it. I think she's really good in it.
Good, yeah.
I like the scene where she's like, "Oh, I got 9 lives," and just takes the guy and just jumps. It's like, oh shit.
Like, okay, bye.
She's great in it. Apparently, she cast for Catwoman in the Nolan trilogy.
Oh yeah, and then something to do with her
race,
skin color and stuff.
Very disgusting, if that is true.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know, do you? Obviously, that was was the reason, but I
hope it's not the reason, because if that was,
but at least we got her now.
Got her now.
She works in this maybe better than what she would have done in the Nolan films anyway.
True, yeah. So. The Nolan Catwoman was just kind of there.
Yeah.
She served an important purpose, but also kind of there at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
one thing I didn't like was the cameo from. I mean, we're in spoiler territory now, so that cameo.
Yeah, I already spoiled it twice.
With the Joker, it's been confirmed that it is Joker, and I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I felt it was just there because it was shoehorned in. It felt very out of place to me. I feel
like it was the post-credit scene, but they can't just
it felt like a post-credit scene.
Why not just put it at the end of the film? Which, to be fair, is like streamlining. Why not? But I didn't mind it. I just don't know if the actor they chose is the right choice. I can't remember the actor's name.
Yeah,
but every time I see pictures of him, I'm just like,
doesn't look like a Joker, does he?
I mean, his face is a bit scary, no offense, but yeah, I don't see him as a Joker.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that scene there. Like, I didn't feel like you needed a Joker at the minute. Like, I'm just like, okay, let's just take it slow, you know.
Deleted scene where they did shoot a scene with the Joker, where I think Batman goes to talk to the Joker to see if like he can get any insight on like a person like him. Like, if you're catching yourself, how would you do it? That's apparently what the scene was like. He asked the Joker, if you catch someone like yourself, how would you try and find him? That's what someone said to me, but I don't know if that's...
Yeah, because
all I know is that
he's already in jail, so I don't know whether that's like the Batman's already encountered him and put him in jail, or whether he's... I don't know. I just find it... I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's already scarred and that. He did look... Because you only see like a bit of a silhouette of him. He does look quite...
His nose did look a bit funny.
He looks scarred and that. So, but yeah, that was the only scene where I'm like, could have done without that. But
But to be fair,
it is. I guess it sets up for a sequel, and but I don't know. I just feel like we could do some other villains for the minute.
Apparently, Matt Reeves wants to do Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. I'd love to see him do a Scarecrow in his universe. I feel like he could do a lot of good fear with that. Like,
that would be good. Robert Pattinson wants to do Court of Owls.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of people thought they were going to be in this film,
Court
of Owls. Because there's that guy when they go to the funeral and he's talking to him and he's like, "Hey, don't I know you?" And then I don't know. They seem to focus on that character a bit, and then he sort of like goes into the shadows, and I'm like, I don't know. It just felt very like, okay, if you know what I'm talking about, the guy.
I think was that the guy.
He was sat down, and he was just saying like, never did anything for me or anything, and then he looks at him, and he's like, I don't know.
I think he says, "Don't I know you?" Because I think in this universe, Bruce Wayne. Yeah. This is like his first appearance outside since like
doesn't
years.
Come out, does he? So
yes, he's like, "You look familiar, yeah." You know,
True.
But yeah, Robert Pattinson knocks that out of the park. I think it's pretty good.
Great, yeah. It's a very different portrayal of Bruce Wayne. Because usually he's very like good at pretending to be sociable and like he does stuff for the city. But this one, he's like he doesn't care. But obviously, by the end of the film, he sort of cares a bit more about what message he's spreading and more hopeful instead of dark and vengeance all the time.
First thing I saw Pattinson in was ep5, which was 2004, which was a year before the first Nolan Batman.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't know. I just can't imagine when you look at Goblet of Fire and you see Robert Pattinson, I just can't imagine it. And Batman. Now it's just like he's Batman. Everyone likes.
Yeah,
everyone likes it.
Good.
I need to see more films with him in it.
I like. So obviously, when they unmask the Riddler goon, he's like obviously mashed potato.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Famously.
This is mashed potato. He says, "I'm vengeance." I think that's when he sort of clicks, and he's like, "Oh, this isn't good. They're spreading my message, but they're bad."
And then, like, Batman in the end is like he needs to gear towards more hope. Stuff.
And I think that's the first time you see him in that bit where he's carrying the girl from like wherever it happens, like some sort of, I don't know, fire or something. Like, I think that's the first time in the film you see him outside in the daylight, like, you know.
I mean, there's bits of it where it's like you see the sun blowing onto it, but you don't really. He's not really in the daylight. He's just sort of there.
Yeah.
This is like where he's like, hopeful, and the camera work in it is just phenomenal as well. In that bit,
really good shots. Yeah.
Let alone the film.
I wish we could see it next week, but we're both working on different days.
And I think the same is for the week after.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know yet.
Yeah, true.
I have to wait. I mean, the only way we could see it is if we saw it late evening or in the morning.
Very early. Yeah.
It's awkward.
I guess I'm always up for that, I suppose.
Try and work something out, maybe. Well, we'll recalculate.
Yeah.
Obviously, the end credit was just the Riddler's website, which I think you can go on to.
Yeah, you can go on to apparently it's been updated like.
It's got a countdown or something.
I heard that. I heard that it updated the other day. But I'm not sure how old that video was. I said that.
Riddler website. Website has finished the epic countdown. I don't actually know the website. It's called like Ratat. I don't know. It was like Spanish or French.
La Ratat or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the female word for in French. Not the female, but the female adjective. Subject. I can't remember the words, but then rata.
Rata.
I did like that base scene where they're like the Riddler, no, the Penguin's just like, don't you if you know Spanish?
No, just say like, fuck, did we miscalculate? Okay, I'm on his website. It says a question mark. Come this far now, let's see if you're willing to discover more. While you unmask everything that has yet to be revealed, I'm safe here with my new friend, the Joker. Well, he doesn't say that, but we will see you soon. Click for reward. Okay, what's the reward? Oh, it's downloaded a zip file onto my...
Oh. Screen share time.
Okay, yeah, let me share this because I'm curious. Because this is downloaded from the Riddler's website thing, which is really cool. I love it when films do this.
That's why you got the wrong one. You just got a virus. Okay.
So that's what I see. I've clicked the rewards. Let me just open the zip quickly and I'll show you guys. Know what I know. It's the file name. I'll have to screen share my folder. Hide my hentai.
Yeah. Unlike you, I have mine on a different laptop. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Right. Screen share to you as well, the proper thing. Actually, I don't know if I can screen share my folders to you. Oh yeah, I can.
You can screen share the screen in general.
I can't see what it says. But the first one says Mac OS X. Know what
just
I
so you know,
know.
it's layering the audio for some reason, but it shouldn't be too bad. Only on my end, probably not your end.
Oh. A lot of JPEGs here. Oh, this is the... Okay, so that's for Macs. That's why.
For who?
Mac, like Mac software. This is... Oh my god. That's the first
I can't
picture.
see that.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, no, this is... Okay, I can't really screen share this. It's difficult. But yeah, it's got a lot of different photos on there. First one's quite disturbing.
What's that one with the red bit? That's a PDF.
Oh yeah. Let me just see what the PDF is. Journal, it says. PDF. Oh god. It's like a deciphered note. Oh god. I think it's meant to be the Riddler's journal from the film.
Oh yeah.
What they actually open up and look at.
That's very Sevenish.
It is very very Seven. I'll go through this in my own time. That's interesting though. I like that.
Oh.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I love it when films interact with like the outside world and stuff. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about the film?
None off the top of my head. I'll probably, if I remember any, I'll probably put it in next week.
Yeah,
next
definitely.
episode. But probably one of my favorite Batman films. If you like the Joker, you'll like this.
Yeah, I was thinking for the next movie night we could watch Joker.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I was going to run it by you.
I haven't seen it for a while, so I do want to rewatch it after seeing this because
I mean, I got it on Blu-ray.
They've got similar vibes, you know.
Yeah.
I noticed he had similar title cards as well. It's in the Joker, it's just Joker, obviously it fills the screen. Did the same with the Batman, it just came up.
I hope that they, in moving forward, that they literally but they get a director and would you make one film and it's like they did with the other two, and it's like you can do whatever you want as long as it's like, I don't know, this artistic way of telling it. Yeah. I think these two styles of films, I reckon they could literally make it not a universe, but make an entire portfolio of films
that like just that. And they have this really artistic vision in them. You can tell, you know, like they each have their own personality, and it's just they're so good that it really works.
I think a Mr. Freeze one would do perfectly because the Batman animated series, the Mr. Freeze episode, won an award just for its story alone.
Yeah, like the things like that, you know, the characters are very complex. They're not just evil because evil. They're they have motivations, you know, and most of them are just they're innocent, but they've gone down a bad path. And like for Mr. Freeze, he just wants to cure his wife. That's all he wants, but he's just going probably the wrong ways of getting there. But he's just desperate, you know. Like, what would you do to save the person you loved the most and that,
Yeah, I don't know how I would save my dog. I
The
mean,
antidote.
anything else you want to add?
No, not really, but yeah, great
I would
film.
say, not to say we're not giving credit. Again, supporting cast, really great. I think everyone knocks out the park.
Yeah.
Especially the person who plays Catwoman.
Yeah,
Sorry, I forgot her name. And Gordon and the Penguin. Colin Farrell does a good job. I do think everyone. I think there's only a small criticism. I think sometimes the prosthetics makes his face appear a little funny.
Yeah.
Because I think where's the bit where it shows the car and it zooms into his face. For a few seconds, it looked like he was kind of like going like.
Yeah, he said that. I did find that scene funny, right for the wrong way, just because of the face he was putting. I think
it. But I know that Colin Farrell, he loved doing the role because he was like, I think it was not Cold Ones. That would be funny. A Hot Ones interview, where he was just like, he found it easier to act because like he didn't see himself at all, so he felt like
because you literally look like a different person. So
like he says, like sometimes where prosthetics, you are like, you feel a bit alienated, but he felt like I think he said the alienation kind of helped you. Like you felt like a completely different person, so therefore he could act more. He didn't have to be bound by his. I'm paraphrasing here, but he didn't have to be bound by limitations of his, like, I guess, his face or how he is. Because I think without the makeup, without any of that, Colin Farrell as the Penguin would be a bit odd, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
I don't think it would have worked, but with pretty good.
Yeah, no, great all round. Can't wait to see actually more films like this in future.
See it again.
Can't wait to see it again. Yeah, I like these style of films where it's just pure art and no interference.
Not to say that other comic book movies don't have it. I mean, we all enjoy MCU films for a very different reason. We enjoy the other DC films for probably a very different reason as well.
Yeah.
It's just these films, like the Joker and this film they have that.
So far, that top tier for me.
Top tier. Yes. Yeah.
They're very raw and real. That's what I like about them. Which I feel like is missing from some films nowadays, mainly because of studios and corporate stuff.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Interfering.
Dip the greasy fingers. Your fingers in it. I mean, when I went to see it with Adam, he said that time travel scene in Justice League.
Oh yeah.
The good one was taken out because apparently the executives were like, we don't get it. They're like, yeah, we don't get it. That's why they took it out.
Best scenes ever.
Yeah.
Really good. Might watch Justice League at some point again soon.
I think I have it on DVD as well.
I have it, yeah.
On Blu-ray, of course. I
don't think I've actually watched it yet. I've got it physically, I just haven't actually watched it physically.
I've not had time. Well, I've had time, I've just been doing other stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. We've been going for an hour now, so
shit.
Yeah. Longest podcast we've done, I think. Apart from the Halloween and the Christmas one.
Halloween. The Christmas one is its own level.
We'll have an Easter special coming up soon.
Ooh.
I don't know what to do with that, but
we'll think of something.
I'm sure we will. Yeah, anyway. See you next time, everybody. Next week, I guess, will just be a normal one. Back to our regular stuff. But ask yourself this. Is this podcast relevant? Thank you for listening. And goodbye from Mr. Crimson Heretic over here. Oh, I need to do a thumbnail thing.
Stay hammy. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my thumbnail. I don't know if you want to do one, or I'll just take a picture from you.
Okay, I'll do my own one.
Excellent.
There we go.
Perfect. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Stay hammy.